One thing I was noticing was how much depth you guys have at the running back spot. You can carry the ball. You got other guys. How important is that in a 48-minute game now to have multiple guys who can run the ball on your team?
I mean, it's not only as important as having multiple backs who can run, but it's also important having multiple linemen who know their positions and know who to block. They're all our linemen. No, they all know their assignments. They're all big guys. And I don't know, man. I think I deserve to buy him something after this. It was a good line day for them.
It seemed like after the early going, they sort of made some adjustments and made it tougher on you guys. But then, in the what was it, the third quarter, you started putting good drives together again. How did you feel about that? Being able to reestablish the ground game in the second half.
It was a good motivation for us to get the ground game running again. I know towards the first half of the third quarter that we were kind of slowing down a little bit, but we all just came back together in a huddle. We all just said, hey, we got to keep going, and we just kept pressing through.
On your touchdown, I think you blew up a tackler pretty good halfway through. What do you remember from how that play developed?
I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't remember much about it, but I actually remember seeing a hole and not bouncing out of the hole, but going through the hole and then bouncing it out. And then there was just open daylight, and I just ran for my life.
Can you tell me about? I mean, you weren't, the receiver on this play, but Angelo with that 3rd and 7, and that big completion that set up the touchdown. How big was that? Obviously, because it's one-score game at the time, and it set up a TD.
That was huge. I'm very proud of Angelo and Jared and all of our receivers who went out there and just did 100%. But I'm mostly proud of Angelo for stepping up. Being the little kid junior, coming up after Scott's spot. It's a very hard position to just step up and play. So
you guys are usually a pretty successful team, but coming off a state title, how did that affect the mentality coming into this season and facing a Northbridge team that's always good to get off on the right foot again?
We knew it was going to be hard to come back after graduating all our seniors. And once we heard we're playing Northbridge first game, we were like, all right, this is going to be a really tough game. So we put in a lot of work in the off season. A lot of kids in the weight room, a lot of kids out here practicing in mid-July, starting just working out, because we knew that this year was going to be a little tough, but I feel like this is a good motivation center for the entire season.
Again, like you mentioned, you guys, you won the Super Bowl, you lost a lot. Then, it seems like, myself included, a lot of people think, you're going to probably drop off a little bit. You come out in the first game, you beat a really good Northbridge program. How do you feel about sort of establishing what you guys are sort of year in, year out now?
I feel like there's still some things we need to work on, but today was, again, a great tone setter for the season. There's still a little flaws, the punt, that was a little bad.
Yeah.
But we still got some things to work on. We'll work on them, and we're just trying to get back to the Super Bowl.